New gameplay updates including hitting, fielding, pitching, as well as a new legend for MLB The Show 22. News for that's coming tomorrow, so we're going to talk about some tweets, kind of what to expect, potential new legend, who it could be, everything like that, and kind of talk about what I'm hoping to see tomorrow from the feature premiere with that gameplay updates, what I really want to see, and hopefully see your thoughts down in that comment section. As always, be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are not already. But I really want to see in the comment section the gameplay changes you're hoping to see from MLB The Show 22. It could be hitting, it could be pitching, it could be fielding. Let me know the gameplay changes, updates, all that stuff that you want to see for MLB 22 down in that comment section. And I just want to say real quick, I'm going to talk a little bit more about it at the end of the video. If you guys have heard me talk about my health stuff a little bit, maybe saw my tweet yesterday, I just real quick want to say thank you, and I really do appreciate the kind words, the support, well wishes, and everything like that. So thank you so much. I don't have any big updates or like super good news or anything like that. I don't have like bad news or anything either, but I don't have a lot of information at the moment. But what I do have and stuff, I'll kind of talk a little bit more about at the end of this video, in case anyone is curious about that. But what I want to talk about first is taking a look at the feature premiere calendar. This Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific is when they do these, is that's kind of funny, the third feature premiere is on the third day of the third month. I didn't even realize that till just now, but we have our third feature premiere coming on Thursday, March 3rd, I believe at 3 p.m. Pacific. And this is going over I would assume all the gameplay updates for MLB The Show 22, which includes pitching, hitting, and fielding. One of those we've already experienced in the tech test was the the PCI anchor. That is a gameplay update. That's for hitting. So we can expect apparently gameplay updates for pitching, hitting, fielding. A lot of times as well, the gameplay updates just include a lot of new animations and kind of quality of life stuff to overall make the game play better, play smoother, and just have things make more sense and look more realistic, stuff like that. So that's coming on Thursday, tomorrow, the 3rd. Again, 3 p.m. Pacific. I think I got a tweet here. Yeah, so MLB The Show literally tweeted, "It is almost time for the gameplay feature premiere for MLB The Show 22. Tune in on Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific to hear about hitting, pitching, and fielding updates." And they also tweeted a few days ago something that I want to talk about first before going over what I really want to see from those gameplay updates. Is Thursday is bringing a new all-star legend to MLB The Show 22. Who do you think he is? I'm going to put a bigger picture up on the screen now from what we see here. It's the same exact picture, but just hopefully y'all can see it a little bit better. And I can't really tell what stadium that is. I truly have no idea. It's looking like it appears to be. Nobody knows for sure because sometimes they try to psych us out a little bit, but it really does appear to be a left-handed hitter. Now, for me personally, I feel like the left-handed hitter that I want to see the most is probably Ichiro. I feel like I don't know about the most. I would say Barry Bonds is the guy that I want to see most, but like thinking realistically, like who I actually think they might have as a new legend, I feel like maybe Ichiro, but at the same time, I don't really know if that looks like Ichiro's follow through. But if y'all have any guesses, if you can tell what ballpark, what stadium that is in the background, if you can tell whose face that is, if you can tell whose follow through that is, if you guys have any idea who this legend is, let me know. I haven't really been on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch or anything like that trying to see what people are speculating. I have no idea. I truly have zero idea who this legend could be. So if y'all have any idea, please, please, please let me know in that comment section. Maybe give references. Be like, oh, he was in an MLB The Show game before, so we saw his follow through, or this guy has that similar face. If you guys have any idea, ballpark player, follow through, anything, let's see it in the comment section, because I personally have zero idea who this could be. All I know is it looks like it's a lefty. Now I kind of want to go over what I'm hoping for, maybe expecting in gameplay, in the gameplay feature premiere for the update, stuff like that. So kind of starting with fielding, one thing is in the tech test, we had the perfect throw home on bases as well. So if you're throwing a second, first, third, they had those perfect throw meters and that little option for the perfect throw. That was not only throwing to home, it was also on first, second, third base. So it seemed like it was any base, which I love. I think that's a good change, a great change. I imagine that's one of the things they'll probably talk about. And a lot of times for fielding, it seems like that doesn't get as many updates. Maybe they have like a ball marker, stuff like that, like new options to make fielding easier or make more sense in general and everything like that, just have more options for the user. But it seems like fielding is where we get the most updates in terms of animations. They want to add more urgency to players. They want to make things seem more natural and just make it overall make more sense and make the gameplay as smooth as possible. So I feel like for the fielding updates, I'm personally expecting obviously that perfect throw meter to any base, but I'm expecting more stuff in terms of new animations and or improved animations for the fielding updates. Moving on to pitching, I don't really know what to expect from pitching. They have the par. We saw that in the tech test where the par, the little region that the pitch can go if you get a perfect release. We saw in the tech test that is getting bigger in the top of the zone, and then as you get to the bottom of the zone, it gets smaller. It kind of moves like that a little bit. Like as you go higher, it's bigger, and as you go lower, it gets smaller and smaller. So I feel like that's definitely something they'll talk about. But besides that, I don't really know what to expect, because I want to say, like, I want to see less foul balls, but that's in the terms of that would be in terms of hitting. So if y'all have any specifics that you really want to see, just off the top of my head, my head's not all there today, but off the top of my head, I can't really think of a ton of stuff that I'm expecting or hoping to see from pitching updates. Actually, I just realized I really want to see outlier changes. I want to see outlier not possible when a pitcher's like over 100 pitches. I want to see changes to how stamina works. I want to see changes to outlier so it's not as overpowered and not completely unrealistic. Obviously, I'm not someone who is 100% wanting realism, but something like outlier, like a pitcher being able to throw 102 and have green stamina at 115 pitches, that is just absurd even for online gameplay. So improvements and little things like that I'm really hoping to see. And then finally we have hitting. I feel like that's where I'm hoping to see the most type of updates and changes, overall improvements. Specifically for me, foul balls are a big one. I feel like it's too easy to foul off pitches. I also feel like there needs to maybe be a rework to how foul balls work, where maybe if you have very early or very late timing, maybe it's not as easy to foul off pitches. Maybe that makes the PCI way smaller or something. I just feel like foul balls are kind of a big issue when it comes to hitting, so I'm hoping we hear that a little bit. One thing in the tech test that I think people noticed was it seems like the PC, and I think I might have mentioned this too, I think the PCI is smaller now when it's out of the zone, which I love, because I'm not a big fan of throwing a pitch out of the zone, getting my opponent to chase it, and them still being able to get like a really good hit or something. Like it's kind of hard for me to explain exactly what I mean, but just in terms of an online gameplay where user skill is supposed to matter, I feel like there's got to be some penalty for swinging at a pitch out of the zone, and I feel like maybe that is a good solution where they've made the PCI smaller so it's harder to hit pitches if you're swinging at it out of the zone. So I'm just overall hoping to hear stuff that makes hitting rely more on user skill and makes it, I don't want to say harder, because I feel like hitting's already hard, but there's just certain things like fouling off pitches or getting hits on pitches out of the zone or jammed hits, very early hits. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like happens too often and is a little bit too random for a user skill video game. I understand they're trying to have a balance of real life and video games, but I'm just really excited to hear what they're talking about, what they've changed, what they've improved. So that's it for the MLB The Show talk in this video. I just want to end real quick, not a super long time, but just real quick, talk about my health updates a little bit. I haven't heard much from the doctor, just initial findings from my procedure and everything like that is that it seems like I don't have anything like super serious, right? Like I don't have cancer as far as I know right now or anything like that. So like there's nothing super serious going on. There's some issues going on and everything like that. And he kind of took some tests and I'm running some tests and everything. And I haven't found out those results yet. So I'm hopefully by the end of the week or sometime next week going to know a little bit more than I do now. But at least initial findings is there's nothing super serious wrong with me. So that's super good to hear. And I'm just now kind of trying to figure out what is wrong, even if it's not super serious, and just finding ways to deal with it, fix it, or just overall management. Or manage it, I guess I should say. So I don't really have a ton of updates, but biggest thing is there's nothing super serious wrong with me, which is definitely nice to hear. And again, I truly do appreciate y'all's kind words in the comments, Twitter, anything like that. Just show me support, show me love. It really does mean a lot. It always makes my days better. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow for that feature premiere recap. Peace out.